Jake announced that he's fighting Julio César Chávez Jr.
Step towards becoming a world champion.
In regard to proving his boxing ability.
Is going to put him closer to doing that.
We are seeing history, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a path every fighter must walk. A path not measured in belts or trophies, but in moments, in scars, in the fire that starts it all, and in the rise that no one saw coming. But this time, it's not the finish line. It's not the crown. It's another step, another test to silence the doubt. There are four forces that shape a champion: fire, force, impact, and rise. This is the journey. A path to world champion.
We're basically on some property on a ranch where we built a pop-up temporary gym and just go back old school and do things in a less fancy way. Training here is a lot hotter. We don't have AC, everything's outdoors. It's very humid, and that's made training a lot more difficult. It's brought a lot of grit. It's been tough, and so I think mentally this has been a really good challenge for me.
Training camp is going really good. This is the period where we tone things down a little bit, starting to sharpen up the tool.
He's had a lot of progression for sure. This is IQ, his confidence behind his IQ.
My current team holds me to a very, very high standard. They don't care necessarily how I feel. They're always gonna push me super hard. To not be treated like I'm Jake Paul or famous person. No, like they treat me like I'm trying to become a world champion, which is exactly the case.
I think what Jake has evolved into is just a better understanding of what boxing is all about. Yes, offense is a big part of how to win fights, but also being able to be defensively responsible is how you stay in the sport for a long time.
They've been around the world champions, teaching them, coaching them, and so that wisdom, that experience has helped me evolve and really made me a master and a student of this whole entire art form.
If there's anybody that's out there that's a true boxing fan, you can't look at boxing any other way than an art form. It's the boxing science for a reason. And it all starts with the dance. When you see two fighters and you look at their feet, you got a dance partner in front of you. You can tell from the very beginning how the ballet is gonna go.
All the way around the board, it's intense sparring all the time. We have a couple of undefeated guys, Moose and Kaysen, Antoine Jones, Steve Gaffard.
Boxing is sound, boxing is music, science, mathematics.
I'm taking on, 2 to 3 of them sometimes, all in one sparring session.
At the same time, it's like painting a picture, setting up shots, using your feints, parrying jabs, footwork, and that's how I look at the art of boxing, as an expression.
I feel the biggest challenge has been you come off such a mega fight like the Mike Tyson fight with all the views, and sometimes it's easy to forget what the overall goal is. The goal was always to become a world champion. As an old saying that it's very hard to get up and be your tough self when you got silk sheets that you lay in the bed every night in. How can you wake up hungry? When you have a very comfortable space, it makes it more challenging to get up, challenging to remember that there's somebody else out there with no sheets.
They didn't see the early mornings, the pain, the punches that never made it to Instagram. This isn't about fame. It's about truth. A fighter forged in sweat, not spotlight.
I came from a world where world champions is really all I know. Building them, being part of their system, being part of the program.
Let's go.
But just like at a dance, you need a great dance partner. And both people have to be on the same page. I understand that any given day, these guys could not walk out this ring.
I don't know what the fuck Chavez is doing, but I don't need to fucking know what he's doing. All I need to focus on is what the fuck we do.
I've never lost focus on the most important part, and that is doing the absolute best job you can to get him as physically strong and physically fit as you possibly can.
It don't matter what you feel, now we're working. Nothing can stop you at this point. You take every step forward. He don't get no break, Jake. He don't get no break. We gonna show him. He wanna go deep, then we take him deep. It don't matter where he wanna go. It don't matter what he does. It doesn't matter.
You're not gonna be able to walk through this. You got to dog through this. That's the journey that we have to take. That's the only way to get to it. Jake Paul has a chance to be a champion. This fight is definitely gonna help determine if he's ready to go do that. We all understand that we take no one for granted. We understand exactly who Julio César Chávez Jr. is.
Champion of the world, Julio César Chávez Jr.
Chavez is a tough competitor. He has what it takes to hurt Jake. He has what it takes to beat Jake.
Chavez has fought multiple world champions, 12-round fights. You know, this guy actually can do 10 rounds of boxing, like in his sleep.
We gotta expect the best Chavez that there is, and that is world champion.
I genuinely think that he's underestimating me.
When you were born, I was already a champ. The way Julio is training right now, there is no way, no how that Jake Paul can beat my son.
Yeah, we'll see. He doesn't see me as some of the level of opposition that he's faced in the past, and that's a big mistake on his part.
This fight will put Jake where he needs to be in the boxing contention. Fighting a guy like this will further, prepare him for championship fights.
Message for Jake Paul if he's watching?
Enjoy your last 2 months in boxing.
Maybe he doesn't have the belt yet. Maybe he hasn't climbed all the way. But this already means something. Every young kid who got off the couch, started running, started dreaming, that's a win.
Is there a comparison between Jake Paul and Muhammad Ali?
What made Muhammad Ali special wasn't because he didn't take any losses. It was because he wasn't afraid to stand for what he believed in.
What we gonna do? Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
When he had the platform, he used it so strongly. Jake uses his platform in many different ways, not only helping women's boxing, but also he's a voice. Using your voice in the right way and sending people down the right path.
Jake Paul inspired me in such a way that anyone can become someone.
Jake, I'm 9 years old and I'm going boxing now. You inspire me.
I was at your fight when you dog-walked Nate Diaz. You are the inspiration why I started boxing.
Jake Paul has inspired me to box and train.
Boxing was kind of like dwindling down, and Jake bring a new spark to the sport.
You have inspired me to lose 80 pounds, bro. I love what you're doing for the sport of boxing. Thank you.
You inspire me and my sister to do boxing and we train hard. For you.
Like Muhammad Ali, Jake Paul is changing the sport of boxing despite what people may say.
Do you remember I met you in Orlando?
How are you? You came all the way from Ireland? It's my guy. First fight ever? I love it, bro.
When I came back, I wanted to be world champion. I became a boxer and I won my first medal today. Thank you for the best night ever, Jay.
All right, don't blink. You might miss it.
Good luck fighting again. I'll be watching and I won't blink.
Influencing the next generation, I think, is the most important thing that you could really do as a man.
That is the goal. Go in there, develop, become great, and let the whole world see you grow into the legend you want to become. That's the same way Muhammad Ali did it.
Before boxing, I was just a lost individual searching for meaning, partying, and going down a destructive path that would have led me to probably be in jail or dead. Now I have such a higher purpose.
You refer to yourself as a man of destiny a couple of times before. What kind of destiny?
Everybody has a purpose in life. Everybody has a destiny. And the knowledge of that destiny enables one to fulfill it. See, so everything was put here for purpose. Ants, buzzards, trees, and it's the knowing of that purpose that enables every man to fulfill it. Life begins when a person realizes his purpose in life. Very few people know how to go about finding what's the best purpose in their life that they should try to fulfill. And mine was just to be the world champion, and then also not only being the champion, but keeping my dignity, my pride, and my manhood. So this is my purpose.
My purpose in life is to create the greatest sports story that the world's ever seen. I want everyone to rise with me. God asked of me to become world champion as a sacred responsibility. And you do have to answer to the boxing gods. And I want to, but I had to believe that. So I'm 1 for 1 with sane, insane, crazy goals and then accomplishing them for whatever butterfly effect that is going to have on the world. But I think that's one of the most important things you can do. Change the world that you live in and prove to others what's possible.
Now he's back in the ring, still doubted, still questioned, but the fire's bigger, the reach is wider. This isn't just a fight. This is what stays when the lights go out.
Let's get back on the journey to get toward becoming a world champion. That's why I signed up.
This fight to me is going to be a breakout performance and really show how good of a boxer I am.
1, 2. Chavez knows how to pick the pace up, slow the pace down, pressure where he needs to put pressure, and it's just all about how Jake responds to it.
The goal is in front of us, nothing has changed. That night, Julio César Chávez is going to have to be the best version of himself. And I already know Jake is going to be the best version of himself. And when this is over, no more words, no more question on if Jake deserves to be here. He's earned it. respect him for it. It's that time.
1, 2, 3, get better! You're not gonna get there without that shit!
We cannot look over this guy. We can't look past this guy. We can't look through this guy. We gotta run through this guy.
Fucking go, baby! Keep working, baby, keep working!
My name is Jake Joseph Paul, El Gallo. You're watching me become world champion.
Lord knows I'm 50 rich. All this size of life 50 bricks. Rap niggas throwing hits and fits. I get my bitch a statue for a Christmas gift. And my bitch so bad she on my Christmas list. Remember I pray really, I wish for this. To get the crib with the maid and with the picket fence. I'm with some niggas that mad, we took a risk for this. So talking Lord knows that I repent for this. But Lord knows if I get pinned for this, I probably won't get home until I'm 56. They say I don't know why they be guessing these suckers before. Cause I am not feeling they shit. Different between me and most of these rappers. I'm talking about work that I really put in. Talking about pictures I put on my hip. And I'm talking about foreigns I really could.
Jake Paul versus Julio César Chávez Jr. June 28th in Anaheim, California. I'll see you there. Don't be late. It won't last long.